Well, hello, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Are you surprised to see us? Have you missed us? TJ, it's been 84 years.
It does feel like it has been a hot minute. We are firing up on Facebook, and we should
We
be live
are.
on Facebook right now for our very first ever Facebook live stream.
Woo, woo. Yes. So I hope everybody is doing well. We did not plan to take this long absence that we had, but life happens and busyness happens and we still hang out. We just haven't had a chance to do this. So, but we are back. Um, what's up? Paris is the film girl. How are you, my friend? I hope you're doing well. We are doing well here. Um, yeah, first of all, if you all are tuning into the live, thank you so much. I hope you are all doing well. AJ Rob, how are you? I hope you're all doing well, and we've definitely missed you. We are back, and we appreciate you. So please remember to follow all the links down below. We have our Spotify, our Facebook page. We have our YouTube channels, my YouTube channel, Ryan1988, TJ's channel, Scream Streams, and then our Double Edge Cinema podcast channel on YouTube. So a lot of that down in the links below. We have a new logo. I kind of created that. I think it's pretty cool. And I have to tell you, the other day, TJ, on my Facebook, memories popped up that we had announced that we were doing this show. So we're hitting
I've
1
seen that
year.
as well. I've seen that as well. Yes.
So,
Also, since we are now also streaming on Facebook, we will get notifications periodically. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it on the YouTube channel. Justin's managing YouTube. I'm managing the Facebook.
yes.
So whenever people follow us, it pops up on the Facebook stream. Whenever people like, it pops up on the Facebook stream. So there might be a little bit more frequent notifications. Megan, my beautiful wife, is the first person in our Facebook chat right now.
Hi, Megan. Or it says hi from Lily. So is Lily on the? Is it Lily? Oh,
Lily's
she's on the
probably watching
Facebook.
on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay. Well, hello, Megan. Hello, Lily. And then Paris, the film girl, says, "Missed you guys. The logo looks amazing." Well, thank you. And AJ says, "I'm good at work as always." LOL. I understand. Work, work, work. So, TJ, how are
Yeah.
you, my friend?
I've had my ups and downs lately. And for those of you that are regular watchers, you are probably aware that we have not been live in like over a month. Like it's
A
been
hot
like
minute.
a hot break. Yeah. Last you all heard was right before we went to Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh gosh, yes, that's true. You had
Justin
fun.
Justin got sick and could not attend the Chicago trip with us.
I know.
So me, Megan, my wife, and then of course my daughter, we all went to Chicago without Justin. But we had a blast. It
Okay.
was a lot of fun. And then I came back. Yeah, we got Cody coming in with the like as well.
Hey, Cody. Woo woo.
Um, Anyways, we had a blast in Chicago, and then I came back, and the beginning of mowing season started, and I have just been working, working, working. And I feel like that's probably a big part of why we haven't streamed lately.
Mm-hmm.
Like I honestly, I haven't had time for like anything else. We're just now kind of getting into a rhythm where I can kind of play catch up. Like I'm behind on all my shows. I literally don't remember the last movie I watched.
Oh, really? Like the last movie in
Yeah.
general, or just the?
Well, we had that movie weekend.
Yes, we did have
And
that.
then me and Megan watched Spider-Man No Way Home.
Nice, nice.
And other than we watched a movie the other day,
What
and I
you be
don't remember
watching?
what it was. Oh, it was The Craft 2
How was it?
Legacy. It wasn't awful. The special effects were a little meh. Um, I know I've seen the first one. I don't really remember much about the first one. I remember it was kind of like a revenge story, if I recall.
Yeah, like a '90s teen witch movie. Yeah, yeah. Love it.
Yeah. So this one, for the majority of the movie, didn't really tie into that one until like the very end. There was like a cameo
Mhm.
But I mean, it was a decent movie. Like I enjoyed it for what it was. It was a quick little. It was like a little 90-minute burner,
Yeah.
just something to throw on to kill some time before we went to bed. But other than
Cool, cool.
that, I've really just been super busy. Haven't really been watching much, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I feel like as far as like theaters go, I have not been to the movies as much this year like I was last year. I feel like last year
Yeah.
I saw a lot more movies in theaters. But that being said, since our last show, I saw Wuthering Heights with some friends. Shout out Katie, Coda, and Clayton. Um, saw Wuthering Heights, and I loved it. I was very, very happy with the movie. Great movie. And then I saw this past weekend Lee Cronin's The Mummy, which I I was kind of skeptical on. Like the trailers looked fine, but I was like, I'm gonna watch this movie, see if it's good. If it's not, I'm not overhyped with it. And I wound up loving it a lot. And it was actually one of the scariest movies I've seen in a while. Like legit
So
scary.
it's on my list to watch, and I did anticipate watching it in theaters, but
Yeah.
just with a busy schedule, I've not.
I understand.
Also, I also really want to watch the new Mario movie, and I
Yeah.
just haven't had time to go.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get that. I know I'm busy this weekend, but I think the following weekend I have some spare time, so hopefully I can get to the movie theaters.
Which by the way, I have a Super Mario Cup for you because I went to see Lee Cronin's The Mummy and they
Yeah.
had like a cup, and I was like, well, I'm gonna get one of the movie theater cups because I
Okay.
could get a lot more with it. So I have that for
Cool.
you. Surprise.
Cool.
Um, let's see, what else? What else? I've been super busy too, and I've had a lot of things happen personally, personal stuff. Grandpa passed away. Um, but that was like a month ago. So it's been a very long time since we've been on here.
Mhm.
Um, and watching old favorites and then watching TV. I watched since the last show, I watched Loki season 2 and I thought that was
Finally.
fantastic. Finally,
Finally.
finally. Um, and I loved it. Loved it so much. Now I'm trying to find out what show I want to watch next. So I think I'm going to start watching the Daredevil show because Spider-Man's coming out in July and I at least want to watch that. Like I want to watch that one and possibly the Punisher if I can fit them in.
Alright.
So
The Punisher's so good.
yeah.
So
So
good.
but let's see. Paris says, "Hey Justin, I love the Captain America shirt. Thank you so much." Um, Lily says, "By the way, I might start watching Marvel. Please do so. Do so." And then she says, "Also, I have a Scream poster. Whoa, whoa,
What is going on with my
awesome."
camera?
I don't know what's happening.
Did you see that? It was, like, going green.
No, no, I did not. And then Paris says, I need to see the new Mummy movie and the Michael Jackson biopic. I do want to see that one too. I do want to see that. Um, but anyway, so uh
Mm.
TJ, I know we talk all the time, but I've missed you. I've missed this. This is fun to be back. Um, and like I said, we're hitting our 1 year mark doing this series, this our stream, our podcast, which is amazing. And it's grown so much. Like
Yes, yes.
Spotify, Facebook, like all of this. And I have a blast doing it with you. It is so much fun.
And whilst we're on the topic of growth, I have started working on a Patreon. Of
You did tell
course,
me that.
not that it's gonna be required for anybody to subscribe in order to get content. But me and Justin probably have to talk a little bit more about
Hmm.
some because there's got to be some kind of bonuses for subbing to our Patreon. We're only
Hmm.
going to set up one base tier. You can do multiple tiers. I think a base tier, just like a $5 base tier, for
Yeah.
anybody that does want to support the podcast, help us buy new equipment, pay for movie tickets, whatever. That's one thing that we are in the works of doing. And one of the pros, I guess, to being a Patreon subscriber, once we get that up and running, we've talked about doing a monthly movie night,
Oh
where
yes.
we all basically I'll get a Discord running for specifically for the Double Edge Podcast Cinema, and then
Hmm.
we will all hang out in my Discord channel, and I'll probably live stream a movie or something from the interwebs, and we'll all just hang out, chat, and watch movies together. I think it'll be a fun way for us to interact with fans, and I figured we could probably like vote on the movie for movie night, maybe run like a 7-day like time span vote with a couple options, and then people can just
Hmm.
pick, or maybe we'll have like a movie suggestion channel or something too.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're gonna workshop it. We're still in the early phases of it. I have created a Patreon. I just haven't went very far into setting the stuff up.
And maybe we'll another thing I had an idea is maybe we'll start posting not like long YouTube videos, but like on our YouTube channel, the podcast channel, maybe randomly every once in a while I'll post like, movie setup or, some random thing. Maybe we'll do a review together, like video wise in the same room, something like
Yeah,
that. I don't know.
yeah,
So
yeah,
many ideas, many
yeah.
possible ideas, but we're
And
growing. That's the thing.
and honestly, too, like we live close enough to each other.
Yeah.
We could also invest in like just a setup, like
Yeah.
get like one camera and just
Yeah.
live stream. We'll figure. I don't know. Just talks, I guess.
We're going in. I guess this could be our second season. I mean, if we had a second season, this could be the
Yeah,
start of our second season.
yeah,
Um, no, but I'm so blessed. One, I'm blessed to have you as a friend, buddy. You're one of my best friends, and it is awesome to be able to do this podcast with you. So it was all you, by the way. 1 year
yeah.
ago, you were like, "Let's."
No, it was a group effort.
I mean, it was a group effort, but it was you mentioning it, and then I was like, "Well, let's
Um,
do this." So,
Also, Zach Thacker said you all should get jobs at a bank.
oh my gosh, should we?
Balloons. And then my buddy Cody hopped in and he said, "What's up, guys?"
Hey everybody, let's see. And then Paris Girl said, I just started watching the Marvel Cinematic Universe marathon. Maybe May 8th, probably, and start with Iron Man. One of the
Mm,
best.
get to it,
And then
sister.
you what?
I said, "Get." Or I guess that's a female. I
Yeah,
don't know,
yeah,
but
yeah,
get to it.
sister. Get to it, sister. You go, Paris. Let's see. And then Lily says, one day I'm gonna get to stream with y'all. One day.
Monday.
So, but what I meant though, TJ, was you did you mentioned it, and here we are, and I'm just blessed to do this with you,
Yeah.
buddy.
I
So
think it started more with me like saying, "Hey, I'll be a guest on your podcast one day" or something, and then it just kinda or on your
turned
YouTube
into
page, not your
this. Yeah,
podcast, and then we just kinda ran with it.
I know.
So, but it's been
And
fun.
because it has been fun. So, but guess what, everybody? Are you ready to start talking top 10 MCU movies of all
Top
time?
10.
Now, I did do 3 honorable mentions because this was really hard. Like, I
Ooh,
didn't think it would be,
dang, hold
but it
up.
was
Now I
tough.
now I feel like I slacked because I didn't.
Why don't you just randomly in your head be like, okay, here's 3 honorable mentions.
Yo, Zach, appreciate the like, man. I
Thank you,
do look
Zach.
good on camera, don't I? Ooh, hold up. Let me fix my shirt. I don't be popping a
Look.
titty out
Oh no, don't be popping. No popping titties.
here. We need to clip that at 14 minutes. Anyways. Yeah, okay. Honorable mentions, honorable mentions. I'm gonna go Deadpool 1 and 2
Oh
and
wow.
the X-Men Days of Future Past.
I thought we were doing just regular MCU movies.
But they are MCU movies because Deadpool and Wolverine is an MCU
Oh.
movie.
Yes.
Wolverine
damn it.
being in it makes all the old X-Men movies
I didn't do
canon.
I didn't do any
Yeah,
Deadpool. I
yeah.
didn't do any Deadpool or X-Men movies. I went straight up Marvel. Okay. Well, I love X-Men
Freaking
and Deadpool.
freaking loopholes, baby. It's all
Oh,
connected.
yes.
It's
That's now
all
it is.
connected.
I forgot about that. Well, here's my honorable mentions. I think
Yeah.
you might be surprised that this is in my honorable mentions now. The first Thor movie. This used to be in the top 10 for me.
Hmm.
I love this movie so much. I know it's a lot of people's least favorite, but like for me, I saw this in theaters and I loved it. and I still love it to now. Still love it now. I knew nothing about Thor when I walked into the movie, and then I wound up just falling in love with it. So it's still one of my favorites.
I think that's
But
a movie that I liked more when it was new, but it's one that just hasn't aged well
mm,
because so many of the other movies are so much shinier, for lack of better words.
that's why it's not in my top 10 anymore. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, it's not advanced.
Um,
It's not as like
and
big
then
or epic.
and then like rewatching it so many times, like he doesn't even have his powers like 70% of the movie. It's literally
Yeah,
just him running around as a human trying to get his powers back.
I mean that's true. That is true. Um, my other honorable mention, one of the latest ones, and that's Thunderbolts. Really loved it. I know some people were mixed on this movie. I loved it. I thought they
I
did such a
enjoyed
great
it as
job.
well. It almost made my list.
So good. So I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing what they do with those characters in the future.
Yeah.
And this might be blasphemy, but the first Avengers movie is honorable mention tier.
That
So it's
is that
grown
is
on me.
it's blasphemy, not because it's honorable mention, but because it's not on the top 10 list.
I know. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Blasphemy. Blasphemy. I've grown to love it. I didn't love it the first time I saw it. And then I think it was because when I saw it in theaters, I was in the front row, the very last seat. I thought, here it's my day off. I will go see this movie. Kids will be in school. I went on a Friday at 2 p.m. and then realized there was like 5 field trips that day and they were all going to go see it. So, yeah,
Man.
I got crammed in the corner. But I love it. It's grown on me quite a bit. Quite a bit. So, anyway, are you ready to do your top 10, sir?
I'm ready to top 10 my do it.
All right, you go, sir. You go first. What's your number 10? I know you're good.
Okay. So for my number 10, I have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so I thought this movie had a ton of heart. I thought
Mhm.
it had a lot of ups and downs emotionally.
Yeah.
Rocket Raccoon's probably like top 10 favorite MCU characters of all time.
Mhm.
Probably top 5 if we're talking about MCU, but top 10 comic book characters of all time. I just love him.
Me too.
Um, so getting to hear see a lot or see, I guess, a lot of his backstory was really great. I thought Adam Warlock was a fun, although the MCU version compared to the comic book version was vastly different. But I thought that it fit,
Mhm.
and he was a good addition to the franchise. But overall,
Yeah.
this movie was just it captures a lot of what makes Guardians of the Galaxy great.
I agree. I really love that movie too. And it honestly like was in the top 10 until I had to take it out and put something else in, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But I love it. I mean, I saw that in theaters, has a lot of heart, it has its entertainment, its comedy, its action, and I really love Rocket Raccoon. And like you, he's one of my favorite Marvel characters. Absolutely. So my top 10 and is going to be, is it the latest Marvel movie? I think so, until Doomsday. And that's Fantastic Four, the first
Fantastic.
step. Oh, and Spider-Man coming out in July. But yeah, the latest so far, Fantastic Four, the first steps. So
I did need to
I
clarify something in a
what?
minute after you finish. Go ahead.
Okay. So Fantastic Four, this is how they properly did Fantastic Four right, in my opinion. I know some people are mixed with this movie. I loved every minute of it. I saw it in theaters, had a blast with it, entertaining, and for me, I think the cast is great here. It does have some downfalls. I think the Thing should have had a little bit more screen time. I felt like he was kind of like underused a little bit, and I love the character of the Thing. But overall, this was definitely the best of the Fantastic Four movies, and I hope going forward that they just keep improving on these characters in this universe. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they do in Doomsday. So Had a blast with it. Absolutely love it. And yeah, just looking forward to seeing more of that. What's up, Ashton? I'm also looking at the Facebook too. How you doing? And then my buddy Lewis is watching. So what's up, Lewis?
Okay, is Lewis watching on YouTube or Facebook?
On Facebook.
Oh,
So
we got growth, baby. What's up, Lulu?
what's up? Okay, so Paris the girl says the newest Fantastic Four is my second favorite movie of last year. It was
Awesome.
definitely one of my all-time
There
favorites.
goes my camera
Next
being
to
stupid.
Wicked for Good. It's paranormal stuff. We've lost.
I'm still here.
We lost TJ. I almost said Lewis. But let's see. And then Lily says I've never seen Loki, but whenever my parents watched it, I looked at it every single scene. Awesome. Ashton, you're in the YouTube world too. How are you? What's up, buddy?
Oh my God.
So, oh my gosh, on the Facebook side, you look like you're in like paranormal activities.
Yeah, it's like blinking green. I don't know what's going on. I might have to order me a new webcam.
It's paranormal activity.
I have had this thing for a while. It's probably about time.
Okay. Anyway, so what do you think of Fantastic Four?
I really enjoyed it. I love seeing Galactus on the big screen. That was a big moment for me. The Silver Surfer, I thought, even though it was a different approach, it wasn't a bad call, I don't think. But overall, I really enjoyed it. It was out of the newer phase movies, I think it's definitely one of the better ones for sure.
Yes, agreed.
This movie, I contemplated putting it on my list, but it unfortunately did not make my list.
Shame on you. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Shame. Full shame. Just kidding. Ashton says that TJ guy looking sexy.
I'm looking like a green blob because my camera's being dumb.
You're good. You're good. You be the green goblin, sir. Paris the girl said I did watch Loki on Disney Plus.
I don't know what the fuck this thing's doing.
And it was fantastic. Oh my gosh. We're just gonna keep going with it. Lily says, I wish I can come down to where my dad is and be quiet. Lily, one day you'll be on this stream. One day. And then Ashton says, although he has a shiny forehead. You have a shiny forehead, TJ. Where'd he go? Where'd he disappear off to? We're waiting for TJ.
I got a big forehead too.
It's okay. I got a big forehead as well. I also got a bad hair day going on right now. Jeez Louise. Okay.
All good in the hood, G.
I know. Thanks, T. All right. Have you picked your... Oh, wait. You're still messing with your camera.
Yep. Hopefully it's good now. If not, I'm just going to check it out the window.
All right. All right, TJ. What is your number 10, sir?
That was my number 10. I gave you Guardians of the Galaxy 3. This is my number 9, which is Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Look at you, back to back. Okay. Yeah. Talk about it, sir. Talk about it.
Guardians of the Galaxy. A team of misfits that nobody knows. Because when that movie came out, nobody knew who the hell the Guardians of the Galaxy were.
I didn't know who they were either.
I know. Most people didn't. To me, like, this was kind of, I think really this was probably the movie that kind of embarked Marvel into the comedy side. This movie was fantastic, and I think it set the bar so high for so many of the future installments that we got. And I love the team, how well rounded it is. I think Chris Pratt was fantastic. I love Zoe Saldana. That's her name, right? Zoe Saldana. Gamora. Dave Bautista's Drax. The whole team. Of course, you got Rocket and then Groot. I just love how they introduced them all, how they blended them all, and then by the end of the movie, they really felt like family. This movie had so many laughs, particularly from Rocket. I loved it. Oh, and Megan pointed out the soundtrack was Chef's Kiss.
Oh, yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yeah, I love this movie, and I'm going to talk about it in just a little bit. So we'll leave it there. It's on my top 10.
I think we pegged
Um,
Justin a little
you
early.
what?
I said I think
You
we
what?
pegged you a little early.
It's okay. It's okay. But coming in at number 9 for me is Black Panther. So another character where I didn't know really anything about um, Black Panther and this universe. Honestly, the first time I was introduced to the character was in Captain America: Civil War. That was the first time ever really knowing anything about him, and loved him in that for that brief moment we had. He was great. Rest in peace, by the way, to Chadwick Boseman. Boseman. Um, he's still missed today. It was very heartbreaking. But yeah, I saw this movie in theaters and I just had a wonderful time with it. It is it was better in theaters, but it's still an awesome movie. I've seen it 3 or 4 times now and I love it every time. Chadwick is amazing in this role. The action sequences, the characters, the entire cast and crew all did such a wonderful job. And I love the music. Yeah, this will most likely go up in years for me as far as the top 10 Marvel movies go, MCU movies go. But right now it's just number 9 at the moment. I think it just fits perfectly right there. So that one.
I meant to ask, we're including TV shows in this?
I'm not, but you can because
Okay,
I'm
because
not.
I definitely have TV shows in this.
Well, you go for it. You go for
I
it.
have like a third of my list is TV shows.
You definitely go for it.
Coming in at number 8, I have the first Avengers movie.
Ooh, cool.
Woo, it made my list. It'll probably always be on my list. For the longest time, this movie. Hey, Caroline, how are you?
Hey, Caroline, what's up?
Sammy Hickerson also came in with a like a few minutes ago. Some of
Thank you, thank you.
the notifications are not coming through properly. I'm getting a lot of chimes,
Yeah.
but not getting alerts that these people are liking the stream. So if I missed you, I do apologize. But yeah, the first Avengers. So for me, I was a pretty big comic book guy growing up. I love like anything Marvel. I've always been a Marvel guy over DC.
Mhm.
And of course, I love the MCU. Every movie they put out right out the gate was fantastic. And then when the first Avengers came out, to me, it was like the perfect epitome of movie. It
Yeah.
had great cast, it had great story, it had great action, it had comedy. It was just and then it was also the first time we got to see all these individuals on screen together.
Yeah.
And the
Oh,
chemistry
yeah.
was great. And I still to this day kind of consider this a perfect movie. The only thing I think that lowers it for me is just age. I mean,
Mhm.
we've gotten things like Infinity War and Endgame and No Way Home where we've seen big casts like this coming together.
Yeah.
But I think it's just this was the first time it really happened. So a lot of it's probably just like a nostalgia type of just that feeling that I had when seeing this all come together for the first time. I think it's probably why I hold this in such high esteem.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the best, and what I especially for that time, what I loved about it is you were bringing these iconic superheroes together on screen
Mhm.
for the first time together in a movie, and we really didn't have anything at that time like that. And this was building up 4 years in the making at the time, starting with Iron Man in '08, and then the other movies that we would get, which would lead up to would be this first Avengers movie. And I think Josh Whedon did a great job with this. The cast is wonderful. So yeah, I mean it remains one of the best. It's iconic. Um, so let's see. Go through these comments real quick on YouTube. Let me try to pull these up. Let's see if I can get to them. All right. So Paris, the girl says, which out of the favorite Chris's? Hemsworth, Evans, Pratt, or Pine? I definitely say Chris Pine in the Wonder Woman movies, and the two Marvel Chris's, Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth are so sexy. What are your favorites, sir?
I'm going Chris Evans.
I'm going Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, I'm not
Have fun.
surprised.
I love Chris Evans. Love them
No,
all.
no, yeah, all of them are great. Honestly,
Yeah.
Chris Pine's probably at the bottom for me.
Yeah, but
Not that I dislike him. There's just not a ton of movies that I think
same,
he's been great in.
same.
Um, but yeah, Chris Evans is. I mean, he's been doing it for so long. He has such a wide range. I think Chris Pratt is probably my second, and then Chris Hemsworth.
Mhm.
But mostly because I feel like most of Chris Hemsworth roles now are kind of the same, and that
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
bugs me. But I mean, I think he's great too, of course.
Oh. You need to see Bad Times at El Royale. That movie, that was like one of those first movies that we really got to see him act outside of the Thor role in such a long time. It's
Mhm.
so good. So good.
He
Um,
does have that Crime 101 that just came
I
out
do
on
want to see
Netflix.
that.
Yeah, I wanna watch that too.
I want to see that one.
I'll probably end up watching it this weekend at some
Yeah.
point.
And Chris Pratt, I mean, I love Chris Pratt, and he's great as Star-Lord. So, I mean,
Mhm.
iconic. Let's see. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, definitely. And then Paris Girl says Michael B. Jordan was great in Sinners, which I absolutely love this film and one of my favorite films of last year. That's awesome. You need to
Not an
rewatch it.
unpopular opinion.
I know. I didn't. It's not one of my favorites.
I
It's
mean, it
not.
was a really good movie.
It was.
I just think it was severely overhyped.
A bit, yeah. I need to rewatch. I've been wanting to rewatch it. It's popped up in my head. Um, let's see. Travis Mitchell says, "How's it going, guys?" Well, hello, Travis. How are you?
How's it going?
Doing good. Doing good.
What's
Let's
up, Adam?
see. Hey, Adam. How's it going, Adam? Um, and then Paris the Girl says, which out of the Spider-Mans, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or Tom Holland? I'm going Toby. He's my favorite.
I hate answering this question because I always get so much heat.
You go for it, boy.
Tom Holland. Tom Holland, then Andrew Garfield, then Toby.
Oh,
Toby,
blasphemy.
although I do like Toby, Toby was the worst depiction of Spider-Man. The only reason so many people like Toby is nostalgia. That's it. It's simple.
I mean, I nostalgia, but I just really loved him as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But Tom Holland would be my second favorite, and then Andrew Garfield, which I still like him in the role, would be my third favorite. So, all right. So, coming in at number 8 for me is Guardians of the Galaxy. Woo!
Nice. Neck and neck.
Yes. So, number 8 for me, Guardians. I agree with a lot of everything you said. I had no idea who these characters were, like many of you, when the movie was first announced. I thought, is this going to work? Are people going to be invested in these characters? Is it going to be something that people are going to love? It can be hit and miss. And the movie surprised, I think, everybody. Like, this was, I think, the first time outside of like our iconic Marvel characters that we were branching out and now introducing characters that a lot of people didn't know. And they all worked so well. I mean, this is quite possibly, I mean, next to the Avengers themselves, my second favorite like ensemble cast in the Marvel universe. I really love them all together. I think the cast works. I love the characters. Rocket Raccoon, Groot, Star Lord. I mean, Drax. Every one of them I love. And I almost went with Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It was between this and the third movie. And I think right now the first one is still my favorite. I love it so much. So
Mhm. I
um
agree.
just great. It's a great movie and it's so much fun. Like I can put on any of the Guardians movies and just have a blast with them. I have a good time with this trilogy of movies. But yeah, so and James Gunn, shout out to him. I mean, he did such a wonderful job bringing these characters to life and bringing this trilogy to life. And now, look where he is. And
Yeah,
obviously,
I'm really looking forward to seeing what he does with the DCU.
me too.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it, and I loved his work prior to
Mhm.
Guardians. So, but let's see. Adam says Toby is the best Peter Parker. Tom is the best Spider-Man.
I
I agree.
think Tom is the best Peter Parker, and Andrew is the best Spider-Man, and Toby is the worst of both.
You can agree. We can disagree to agree, whatever that saying is.
It's an age-old dilemma.
It's an age-old
We've
dilemma.
been over this so many times on this
So
podcast.
many
It's unreal.
times. It's funny though. I love
Like
talking
anytime
with
these
it.
movies come up, yeah.
Very
Oh,
passionate. We are very
yeah.
passionate. Okay, so number 7 for you. Is it 7? Are we on 7? Where are we? I'm
I
on
don't know.
8. I don't know. How the heck did I get on 8? No, I can't be on 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on
Yeah, I'm
okay,
on
I'm on
7. I'm on
okay.
7.
You're
All
on
right.
7.
So now we're getting into TV shows for me.
Okay.
My next one is the Hawkeye TV show.
Ooh, that was good. That was
I
good one.
think Hawkeye, before they brought back, Daredevil and all that stuff, I think Hawkeye was the best TV show. I think it did not get enough love because I think Hawkeye is a very hated character. I don't love Hawkeye because of Hawkeye. I just think it had a very fun story. I'm also a little biased because if you haven't watched this, a little bit of a spoiler. This is also where they brought back Kingpin, and Kingpin
Mhm.
is one of my favorite things about Daredevil. Like literally, if my wife was right here, right now, she would be laughing because I was going absolutely bananas when they confirmed Vincent coming back as Kingpin. During like they had that screenshot and Yelena
Yeah.
gave it to him.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I was yelling. I was like, no fucking way! Like I was I was so hyped. My wife was looking at me like I was a lunatic because she hadn't watched Daredevil at this point. She has watched it now. But yeah, I was just going ballistic. But overall, even before that, I thought the show was just so fun.
Yeah,
Kate Bishop, I can't think of the Haley Steinfeld. She's great as Kate Bishop. I
she
love
is.
the chemistry that her and Hawkeye had and the mentorship. And then, I mean, this story was essentially Hawkeye tracking down the rodent suit from Infinity War, which was just a cool concept and just getting into shenanigans with the tracksuit mafia. It was just fun.
It is a fun show. It's and by the way, Paris the Film Girl says good night. Good night. Have a great
You
night.
have a good
Thank you
night,
for
Paris.
coming in. Um, yeah, it's one of my favorite shows. And I gotta thank you because I don't think I would have
Mhm,
ever dived into the Marvel shows without you going, Justin, you need to watch this stuff.
mhm.
Yeah, and I'm glad I did because there's tie-ins for sure. But Hawkeye is one of my favorites. I really love the show and had a blast watching it. And I actually want to go back and watch it at some point after I finish everything else. So great show, great show. And Haley Steinfeld um, did such a wonderful job in it, and I really love Jeremy Renner in this. I think he did a great job in it too. Um, so yeah, this cast is it was awesome, awesome show. Okay, so coming in at number 7 for me is Spider-Man No Way Home. So um,
I
easily
love
the best of the Tom Holland
I
movies.
love the artwork on that. Actually, it was really solid.
I know. Walmart exclusive. I
Yeah,
had
I
to
hadn't
grab that.
seen that. I liked it.
Yeah, I was like, I was like, do I get the standard release or do I go Walmart exclusive? And I was like, I like this artwork. We're going Walmart exclusive.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, this is. I mean, this is. Let's see. What did I think of Tom Holland prior to this? I really loved him in Civil War. Homecoming was. It's a good movie. It's not one of my favorites. Far From Home. A lot of people say that's like their least favorite. I love Far From Home. I think that great movie. And then No Way Home is just excellent. Like this is an excellent movie. Loved it in theaters. Loved it rewatching it when I got it on 4K. Want to go back and rewatch it. Yeah, this was awesome. So many great things about it. One, they did such a great job bringing all 3 of those iconic Spider-Man and Peter Parkers to the big screen in one movie.
As well as the
Um,
villains.
as well as the villains. I mean, the problem that some superhero movies have had in the past is when they add so many characters onto a
Mhm.
movie, it sometimes can, turn out to be a mess or
Yep.
uneven. And I feel like everything just flowed nicely here. Everything was great. every character had a reasoning for being on screen, and they all did a wonderful job. Um, just really love the story to this one. Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch did a great job. Love the cast. Just really love this film. Excellent movie. And heartbreaking. It's actually very emotional at times. And then you look forward to this upcoming Spider-Man movie, the way this all ends. So this could have easily been like a trilogy for the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, but I'm glad we're getting the fourth one, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. It also tied in and it ended Andrew Garfield's arc, because we never really got that with Amazing Spider-Man 2 and how that franchise never went along. So you got to see his emotions losing Gwen Stacy, and you got to see more of him as Peter Parker. And I feel like not Tom Holland, I feel like Andrew Garfield also gave his best performance as Peter Parker / Spider-Man in this movie. So he was wonderful in it. So yeah, just excellent movie. Absolutely love it. Tyra, hello, how are you? She's watching on the Facebook. And my friend Larry, how are you? Hello. So, okay, so you did number 7. Do you have anything to say about? Oh wait, no, you probably have Spider-Man No Way Home on your list. So you're
Hey,
gonna
what's
look
up,
mine.
Katie? I actually don't.
Oh, you don't?
I
What?
don't. It
What?
was one that almost made it, but
What?
no.
What? Oh my
Yep.
gosh. So what do you think of it? What do you think of it?
Fantastic. My only complaint, and this is not so much with the movie, this is more with the fans, and yes, I'm talking about everybody watching. Stop fucking spoiling shit. Stop.
Oh. Oh, you got spoiled with this movie.
Yes, which I mean, the rumors were so heavy about, Andrew and Toby coming back, and I went and watched this movie on Sunday. So I had 2 days, and literally Sunday morning, like 3 hours before I was gonna go watch the movie, I saw a video of Andrew Garfield in the Spider-Man suit talking to Tom
Mm,
Holland, and I was like, "Oh my god." And since then
why?
too, that was really kind of my first big thing, which I know I should have known about it. I should have been better staying off social media, blah, blah, blah. But I shouldn't have to. Like,
I know.
I
I know.
don't understand the fatuation with sharing things like that to Facebook.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree. I agree with
and
that
then
100%.
and, like, there I can't remember which TV show it was, but, like, there was one of the MCU TV shows, the episode came out at midnight. I got up at 6 a.m., so it hadn't even been out for 6 hours, but by the time you finished watching it, 5 hours, 'cause it's an hour-long TV show, and there was a
Yeah.
fucking spoiler at 6 a.m. the next morning. It came out at midnight, there hadn't even been 5 hours. Like, it's just insane. But anyway, that's my rant. Um, Overall, this movie was great. My only issue was that there was so much um not necessarily revealed. There was so many the rumor mill was so strong and so much of it was accurate that when I first initially watched this movie, I found it hard to be impressed because my expectations were so high
Yeah.
because the rumor mill was so strong with this movie. So
Yeah.
like I already pretty much even before the spoiler, I pretty much knew that Andrew and Toby were coming back. I pretty much knew that their villains were coming back, and that was a big part of what this movie brought to the big screen.
Yeah.
So once it delivered those things, and those were things that I already thought was going to be in there, it
Mhm.
didn't deliver anything else. So it
Yeah.
left me kind of wanting more. Now, realistically, I realize that's just something with my mentality. I've watched this movie multiple times since then. It's a fantastic movie. Like it probably should be on my top 10. Realistically, it almost was. But that was just kind of my experience going into this movie the first time that I watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoilers could do that. And then it can hype you up sometimes. When you go see a movie, sometimes it could just let you down. Not all movies, but some. I've been really proud of myself when it comes to Marvel, I know that if a movie's coming out that I'm really excited to see,
Mhm.
I will just be like, stay off of Facebook for a week.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna chance it anymore. But you know what's worse than that is YouTube sometimes, because people will post video clips, and I'm like, why are
Mhm.
you doing this? Do
Yeah.
not do this. By the way, Katie, hello, friend. Um, so anyway, yeah. So what is your number 6? What's your number 6, sir?
All right. My next one, we're still on TV shows here because I just basically went TV shows 3 in a row.
Yeah, no
Um,
problem.
and I had a hard time deciding which one I liked the more.
Mhm.
But right now, my next TV show is Daredevil. Back when
Ooh.
Fox had it, I watched all 3 seasons, and then also it kind of corresponds into the Defenders. He also had a brief cameo in Spider-Man: Far From Home, I believe it was.
Yes,
The
Far From
lawyer that
Home.
caught the brief.
Yes, Far From
Yeah,
Home. Yep,
yeah,
Far From Home. Yep. No,
my I can't remember if it was Far From it was No Way Home, 'cause
No Way Home. No Way Home. Yes, No
at
Way
the end of
Home.
Far From Home is when he gets outed as
Yes,
Spider-Man.
yes.
So
So
it
it's
was
No
at
Way
the
Home.
beginning of No Way Home. So yeah, we also got a Daredevil cameo in that movie. That I think it was rumored, but I didn't really and they did it really light. I mean, if you didn't know that was Daredevil, you wouldn't have guessed he was Daredevil from that
Yeah,
trailer or from
yeah,
that little cameo.
yeah.
Um But anyway, the Daredevil TV shows prior to Netflix taking ownership of it, just absolutely like I cannot express how absolutely fantastic the shows are. Um,
Mm.
Vincent, I'm not gonna pronounce his last name. It's like D'Onofrio or whatever. But he's the guy
D'Onofrio,
that
you said it right, yep.
he's the guy that plays the Kingpin. Literally stellar performance, like some of the best acting I've ever seen in my life.
Mhm.
And then of course Matt Murdock, I can't think of the actor's name, Charlie Cox.
Mhm.
Fantastic. He obviously he's not blind. He actually got awards and recognition for his portrayal of a blind guy, which I think is super cool as well because of how accurately he depicted them. Um, but just the action in this movie, literally every single episode was just nonstop act. It was like watching a superhero John Wick movie or TV show.
Oh,
Is
cool.
how I would describe Daredevil. And then in the season 2, you get the Punisher introduced, and then that kind of escalates into him teaming up with the Defenders, and it's just one of the best movie or TV show series of all time.
Nice.
Now fast forward, Disney gets a hold of it. They put out season 1, and although season 1 was good,
Mhm.
admittedly they fumbled quite a bit of it. It was just very slow paced, and it was only I think 6 or 7 episodes, so there was like 2 or 3 action scenes the whole series, and it was just and they were quick action scenes. So admittedly, and I did like season 1, but I feel like it was fumbled a lot. Season
Yeah.
2, however, is airing right now, and chef's kiss. It's not quite as good as the original 3 seasons, but it's getting there. There's so much, and they're also bringing back some of the Defenders. Jessica Jones, not really a spoiler because she was in the trailers.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones just showed back up in the newest episode, which I actually just finished watching right before we started the podcast. That's why I was a couple minutes
Nice.
late.
You're
But it's just such a good show.
awesome. That's again the next show I'm gonna watch. So
Yeah.
looking forward to it. Megan or Lily, Lily says, Spider-Man No Way Home is my number one of my top 10. Awesome. Spider-Man No Way Home is excellent, Lily. And then she says, I got a red panda at the zoo. I don't know what to name it. So if you want, you can give. I don't know what would you have to think, come up with some great names. We'll kind of go from there.
Was that
But
a boy
awesome.
or a girl panda?
Yes, yes. Let us know. So, number 6 for me is Thor Ragnarok.
The
Excellent.
best Thor movie.
Yes, it is. Excellent, excellent, excellent movie.
Also, I like that steelbook. That's cool.
Fun girl, fun girl. I don't
It
know
needs a
where I
little
got this
blue though. I
one.
wonder why it has all the red though, because this costume.
It's like you see the blue a little bit there.
Yeah,
It's more like flames. I think it's supposed to be flames.
okay, that makes sense. I guess a
I
little
don't
bit.
know.
I guess he
But I
fights
like the back too.
quite a bit. Yeah, it's cool though. I like it.
Yeah, I think this
I feel
was
like they should have
Target
done like
exclusive.
They should have done like one side red, one side blue,
Ooh, that would have been cool.
or maybe
That
like
would
some
have been neat.
splashes of green. I don't know. It would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been neat. Yeah, but this is Best Buy maybe when Best Buy did good stuff. Um, I mean, awesome movie. Fantastic movie. I'm not gonna say awesome. It's fantastic. Uh, was not sure like how I was gonna feel about the direction that they were going with. I was like, is the comedy gonna work? Um, but man, it works, and it still has all the action and the fun and the heart that I love about Thor, and does such a great job with everything.
Mhm.
Some of my favorite things, Helena, she is one of the best Marvel villains. I love Kate Blanchett in that role. Like she was excellent. Um, you could tell that Chris Hemsworth had the most fun playing Thor in this movie, and the direction that they went with him, the look, it all worked really well. Taika Waititi directing this movie. I mean, again, just he did a really good job with this, and it surprised me with how awesome it was. Like just the atmosphere and the fun that this movie had. He really brought that to life and did a wonderful job with it. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it was a fantastic movie theater experience, and I still think it's a fantastic movie today. And like I said, I think this is the most fun that Chris Hemsworth has had with the role, and he did an excellent job. I loved Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk in it. Um, Tessa Thompson, I believe, she was wonderful in it. Tess Thompson, um, yeah, just fantastic. Thor, Ragnarok, excellent movie.
I agree. I also think that there was a lot of cool things you didn't mention. I thought it was really cool to see Fenrir
Oh
for the
yeah.
first time. Um, and this is actually interesting because I don't think they said anything about it in the MCU, but in actual Norse mythology,
Hmm.
Fenrir meaning the big wolf,
Yeah.
is actually Loki's son.
What?
Yeah.
Really? Oh my
Hmm.
gosh. Did not
Yep.
know that.
Yep.
Did
Pretty
not
fun
know that.
stuff.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I also really liked Carl. I can't think of his last name.
Ooh. Oh, Carl Urban. Yes, he
Carl
was great
Urban,
in it.
yes.
Yes.
Yes, with
So
the
good in
machine
it.
guns. Yes, awesome.
Yes. So
Yeah.
good in it.
And
Man,
then
this
the Hulk versus Fenrir fight on the bridge
oh,
was really awesome.
mm,
Uh, just overall, just a fantastic movie.
fantastic. And like I said, Helena, Kate Blanchett, she was one of the highlights for me. You know, Marvel's villains are hit and miss, in my opinion. Some are just amazing and some are not, but she's one of the best, and I really loved her in this. And like I said, Chris was just great. I mean, he was great. The humor worked really well in this movie,
Mhm.
and yeah, just awesome. So what a blast. Let's see. Or Lily says the panda's a boy, and it can't be real. It has to be anime, Marvel, or DC. Oh, okay. Well, think about it. We'll have to think about it.
Name it Dante.
Ragnarok. Name it.
Dante from Dante's Inferno. Um, all right, so my next one I have is
And we're
another
not
TV show.
number five. Number five.
Yes. Okay,
Okay.
I forgot to mark one off. I've been erasing them as I talk about them. My next one is another TV show. It also spawned out of Daredevil, and it is The Punisher.
Ooh, yes.
So John Bernthal, I thought was absolutely fantastic as the Punisher.
Mhm.
Um, and I think the first season did a really good job of capturing the pain that he went through losing his family and what drove him. Um, and then I think it was season 2 where he was protecting the girl. You haven't seen it yet.
Mhm.
But season 2, he meets a young girl in a bathroom at a bar. He's kind of hiding out in this rural community, and he meets this girl in a bar and starts
Yeah.
hanging out with her. But I think this movie just did such a good job of portraying mental abuse or like being mentally damaged. I think in
Hmm.
Jessica Jones did a really good job of this as well. But it really a big part of this movie was or this series was like for some of the villains, it's like what like PTSD,
Yeah.
uh, dealing with the loss of a friend, dealing with the loss of being a or being dealing with being at war and then trying to integrate back into society after all of the things that you've seen, or how the American government treats veterans in our country, which is a shame, really.
Yeah.
Um, just it just does such a good job of capturing so many like dark elements that we don't really think about as society,
Hmm.
um, and just sharpening those broken pieces into the biggest blades, I guess, or the pointiest objects and angling them in the right direction. I think it's just such a good show. And then, of course, like I said, Daredevil or not Daredevil, Punisher on top of all that also is dealing with his family being murdered by a gang and just all that stuff. And then the right and wrong of what he's doing. And it's just such a good show.
That is out of the shows that have been released. That's the one I'm more interested of the most is the Punisher. Um, and I think John Berthal, like he's just an excellent actor, and I've heard nothing but amazing things about his performance in this. So shout out to Kara. She's watching on the Facebook. Hello, Kara.
Oh, nice.
Um, but yeah, so yeah, I'm looking forward to watching. I think Daredevil and the Punisher are the two next ones that I definitely want to watch. So
Travis and Adam Skipworth, thanks for the share. Tyra said, I'm voting Appa or Momo from Avatar The Last Airbender for Lily's Red Panda's name.
nice.
I think those are fantastic choices.
Yes, very much so. Very much. So my number 5 is Captain America Civil War. Bam. So excellent movie. I love it. This was another one that I saw in theaters. I saw most of them in theaters, but uh really loved the performances from Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans in this. They both did such a fantastic job. Really, everybody did, but I really loved their performances. I loved seeing more of Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark's backstory in this, and obviously we're introduced to a lot of great characters like Chadwick Boseman as the Black Panther, Tom Holland as Spider-Man. All did a wonderful job. Scarlett
That
Johansson.
movie there actually is my favorite depiction of Spider-Man.
Is it? Well, see,
It
that's good.
really
I mean,
is. Even
he's
though it's a very
awesome
short
in it,
scene, like I loved it.
but he's
The
awesome in
airport
it.
fight, yeah. So to me, like Spider-Man is a young person who's just wisecracking the whole time he's fighting.
Yeah,
And like to me, like that was the perfect depiction. Like when he was fighting Falcon and
yeah,
Winter Soldier in the airport, and like Winter
yeah,
Soldier goes to punch him and he catches the arm, and he's
yeah,
like, "Oh, you have a metal arm. That's awesome." Like stuff like that is just so
yeah.
good.
It's so good, so good. I mean, I really love the story with this. I mean, I fell in love with Chris Evans and the Captain America character really after Winter, or really when I saw Winter Soldier. Um, and I really just fell in love with that character after that movie. And I think Civil War is an excellent follow up. I loved seeing Bucky, the Winter Soldier. What's his name? Sebastian Stan. I'm looking at the names right now. Elizabeth Olsen's in this. Like, I mean, really, just the cast is excellent, and that battle scene at the end where they're all fighting against each other. I mean, that was just
Mhm.
awesome to see on the big screen. So, really love it. It remains one of my favorites still today, and yeah, just awesome movie. So
Also, even though Iron Man lost, in my heart he won.
he won too. He's my favorite of the two.
he
Of the two.
he was 1v2ing two super soldiers. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Yep.
He lost, but he won. Okay.
Exactly. No, I'm with you on that. Like, yes, I'm more Iron Man side here. So, um, number 4 for you, sir.
Number 4 for me, I have Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings.
Ooh, I forgot about that one. Excellent. Excellent movie.
So, Shang-Chi was, I believe, the first MCU introduction that I had that was a character that I had 0 knowledge of. I literally had never
Same.
heard of him.
Same.
Um, so I went into this movie optimistic, and
Mhm.
I left extremely satisfied. I
Nice.
think the practical effects in this I mean, literally the first half of the movie, he didn't even have literally not 80% of the movie, he didn't even have powers. It was just
Mhm.
him using martial arts and fighting just ninjas and guys with giant saw blades, and that bus scene is probably one of the best fight scenes of,
Ooh,
like, any TV show or movie ever.
I
It was
love the
so
bus
good.
scene.
Um, and I think the movie has a lot of heart. I think it has a great story, him hiding from his dad and dealing with the loss of his mom, and then at the end, kinda tying back in with his aunt and, his mom's side of the family that he never really knew, uh, somewhat reconciling with his dad during their fight, and then the big dragon reveal at the end, and I thought it was overall it's just a fantastic movie. Um, I will say though, and they've kind of hinted at it, and we haven't seen Shang-Chi since,
Mhm.
I really wanna know more about the rings.
I do too.
'Cause we had
Yes.
that in credit cameo where, he was talking to Bruce, and Bruce was talking about how they were, like, not of this earth, they were made of an unknown material, and how they were ancient.
Mhm.
Well, that was all we know. We've not heard anything since then.
Yes, I know, and I wanna see more of this character and more of this universe, and I hope we get that. I really, really hope we get it because, like
Yeah.
you, I think this movie is fantastic. I can't believe I forgot it on the list, but, definitely one of the better movies of Phase 4, and, with a character like you that I knew absolutely nothing about. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So,
I do
um
believe that a Shang-Chi 2 has been greenlit,
okay.
but I don't think it's gonna be, like, 2028 at the earliest, if I had to guess.
Now is he supposed to be in the new Avengers, like, Doomsday?
They haven't really given us a full list, so I don't know.
Hmm. I
I
mean, he
really
might
don't
be in that
know.
one or the next one. What's the next one called? Doomsday and
Secret
Secret
Wars.
Wars. Okay.
Yes.
So we'll see. We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. So number 4 for me is Captain America Winter Soldier. I I mean, fantastic. Even beyond that, uh that's what made me fall in love with Captain America and Chris
Yeah.
Evans. Like, I really loved it. I mean, he was great in the first Avengers movie. So good in it. This movie, there's so much of it that I love. One, it's an excellent superhero movie. I also think it's an excellent spy movie. Like,
Mhm.
it doesn't feel like the Marvel movies that we had prior to that. And honestly, like after that, we've had some excellent superhero movies in the MCU, but this is still one of those movies that feels different compared to a lot of the rest. And I don't know if it's the direction. I think, yeah, it's the Russo brothers. They directed this. I don't know if it's the writing. I don't know what it is. I really loved the story. I really love Chris Evans in this, Scarlett Johansson, Samuel Jackson does a great job, Robert Redford, rest in peace. Um, yeah, this was awesome. Bucky Sebastian Stan comes back as the Winter Soldier, has some of the best action scenes in the MCU movie in this
Mhm.
film. I really love it. Yeah, this is just such a fantastic spy movie, like a spy espionage movie, like diving into the shield, going into that more. Um, really love this movie. Really, really do. And yeah, it's one I go to quite a bit. I have a wonderful time with that movie.
Getting tired. Sorry.
You're okay. You're okay.
Okay, my next one is Avengers: Infinity War.
Ooh, number 3.
Number 3. I know. It's getting into the nitty gritty.
Yes.
um, I mean, what can I say about Avengers: Infinity War that hasn't been said?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I honestly I struggle a lot between Infinity War and Endgame ranking them.
Yeah.
Because Endgame was the final, like it was
Mhm.
the end of it was the end game.
Yeah.
But Infinity War was the start of the end. This was the build up. This was all the way up to the climax. Like some of the best action scenes,
Mm-hmm.
Thor, um, some of the best stories, some of like Wanda losing Vision.
Yep.
There's just so much to unpack in this. Chadwick Boseman, Captain America coming back with the beard,
Yep.
the infamous beard and the long hair.
Yep.
There's just so much that I could go on about this movie just for hours.
Yeah. Excellent movie. That's on my list. We'll talk about it in a little bit. Number 3 for me goes back to the original Iron Man. Love
Okay,
it. Still love
good
it
old
today.
throwback. Yeah,
Love this movie. I mean,
yeah,
it's crazy to think that this is going to be 20 years old in 2 years. Um, Dude, just insane. But have the 4K, but I really love this slipcover edition with the
yeah, yeah,
Tony Stark there.
yeah,
Um, excellent movie. Like I still love it. I mean, there's things in future Marvel movies that are a lot stronger than in this film, but like this was obviously the introduction to Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Be honest, I really didn't know much about Iron Man before this movie, did not follow the character. And, Robert did such a wonderful job in this, and he would go on to do a wonderful job in this universe. Uh, Jeff Bridges, real quick, great villain, did a great job. Really
yep,
enjoy this performance a lot. I love it. Still one of the best villains of the Marvel universe. And yeah, this cast is awesome. Like I really love the cast. I really love um John Farrow. John Farrow's directing in this. Just excellent. Excellent movie. Love
whilst
it.
we're on the topic, without spoiling anything, in the TV show Ironheart,
Uh-huh.
which is, the predecessor for Iron Man, they actually have a throwback that goes all the way back to that movie.
Sweet. Sweet,
Mhm.
sweet, sweet. And John Favreau, by the way. I think I pronounced his last name wrong.
Favreau.
Favreau, yeah. Yeah, excellent. So number 2 for you, sir.
Number 2 for me is Avengers Endgame.
Oh my gosh. I'm curious to see what your number 1
Not
is.
number 2 or not number 1. I know.
My gosh.
I'm a thinner.
Oh my god.
Um, yeah, I kinda touched base a little bit, but it was the end of it all.
Mhm.
But I mean, overall, we had the badass Thanos fight.
Yeah.
We had, the snap and then all the portals open and then
Yeah.
Falcon saying on your left and then Spider-Man swinging out, Cap
Yeah.
yelling Avengers assemble with all the people behind them. Just so many iconic moments. But overall, we also had the death of Black Widow and
Mhm.
Iron Man,
Yep.
setting the final conclusion to this movie. So, with all the good, there's of course some bad. It's got to equal out,
Yeah.
but the good was so good. Also,
Agreed.
I'll have to double check this, but I do believe that they are bringing this back out in theaters in
Ooh, are they
in
really?
in September.
Dude, we need to see it.
I am almost positive that I've read that somewhere. I'll have to look into it.
I would go see it again. I
Yeah,
would
I
go
probably
see
would too.
Yeah, we definitely have to plan it.
In IMAX or something, like something crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so this is actually something where we're together with, and that is Endgame, number 2 for me. Almost number 1. Almost.
I feel
Close.
like we're gonna have the same number 1 now. Or no, you probably have
No,
Infinity
I have
War
a
number
different
1 then.
I have
You'll
Thor
tell
the
me in a
Dark
minute.
World. I have Thor of the Dark
So
World.
let's get out of here. That's how many MCU movies is there now? Because that's number 35.
Oh gosh, that was good. But
Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
Endgame.
There
What?
are 55 to 57 major MCU projects out now
Holy
officially.
crap! Wow.
That's crazy. So that's number 57.
Wow. Okay, so real quick, I mean, I loved a lot of the things that you talked about. This was one of the first, if not the first, Marvel movie where I cried in theaters. You know, losing Black Widow and Iron Man. That funeral scene at the end was just got to me.
Cap aging and passing the shield.
Yes. Oh gosh.
And not to Bucky. What the hell you doing, Josh Whedon? Sorry.
I know. Which, by the way, that Falcon Winter Soldier show was excellent. By the way, I loved it. Loved it. Yeah, I know. Some people don't love it.
It was there.
It
had its moments. I'll say that. It wasn't all.
But moments that I want to talk about moments that I remember seeing this, things that I loved seeing it when I was in theater. So I remember the theater just clapping and cheering when everybody popped back up, right when that snap happened and everybody appeared again in that final battle scene. It was just excellent, excellent, excellent. I remember when the end credits started, I don't think anybody got up for a little bit because they were just kind of stoking in everything that happened.
The finality of it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just awesome. And really the performances from everybody around this movie, from the small performances to the large performances, just excellent. I had a smile on my face when I saw characters again. I thought the Guardians of the Galaxy characters, they were great in this. They were great in Infinity War 2. This is one of the greatest movie theater experiences I've ever had, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time. Love Avengers Endgame. So, yep, number 2 for me. So, number 1 for you, sir. I'm curious.
I will say real quick before we go into number 1. I remember when I got into the theater for Endgame, and I watched it. We watched it. I want to say it was in Corridon.
Okay.
When we watched it, and I remember sitting down, and there was a lady next to me, and I literally was like trying to be polite. We kind of struck up a conversation a little bit, and I was like, "I'm gonna give you a heads up. I am a huge fan of this series, and there are probably going to be times where I yell or jump out of my seat." Okay, I was like, "I'm just going to give you a heads up." And she was like, "You know what? I'll be right there with you."
Awesome.
And I don't remember standing up, but Megan says that whenever he did the Avengers Assemble, after everybody came out of the portal, that I jumped out of my seat.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's so cool. Yeah, I mean, it was just such a wonderful experience.
Dude, I was just vibing. Okay. My number 1.
I'm just curious what this is.
It's actually a movie that comes out after Endgame.
After Endgame.
It is a very recent movie. I believe it came out 2024, 2020.
Holy crud.
Either 2024 or 25.
What is it? Is it Internals? Did you pick Internals?
I did.
I like that movie.
No, I did. I did. I actually just watched it the other day, like a week or 2 ago. I love it. It's such a good movie. I don't know why I got hated on so much.
I know.
What is it? I would like to see them do more with them. But my number 1 movie in the MCU is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, dude! Oh my gosh! Again, I don't think about it too much, but
yeah,
I love that.
I feel like it's such
part of my language. Part of my language.
Yeah, I feel like it is just a movie that slips under the radar, unfortunately. So for anybody that knows me, and this predates.
Oh my gosh! Awesome.
This predates Fox putting on a movie or anything. I freaking love Deadpool.
Good night, Lily. By the way,
I love Deadpool.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Megan said I jumped, yelled, and threw my fist up during Endgame. But anyway, I love Deadpool. Deadpool getting his own movie series was like 10 out of 10 highlight of my life. Deadpool 2, I didn't care about as much as Deadpool 1, but probably like top. Honestly, it might be even to be number 2 if I had to sit down and rank it. But I fucking love
Ooh.
Wolverine, and them not only coming together,
Mhm.
but getting to see all the different variants of Deadpool as well in this movie. In this movie, like the throwbacks, the nostalgia throwbacks, the Human Torch coming back, like the fucking Gambit cameo with
Yes.
Channing Tatum, which is a super, super unheard of thing. I don't
Yeah.
know if we've talked about that or not, like why he was in this movie as Gambit,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
um then freaking getting Wesley Snipes and
Yeah.
Elektra, like dude, this movie was the epitome of perfect. It was,
It
and
was.
overall, comedy is my jam. I probably would pick a comedy movie over any other genre of movies. This
Mhm.
movie was comedic fucking genius.
It was. It
And then
really
the
was.
action on top of it, the nostalgia, the tie-ins, Deadpool and Wolverine together, Ryan Reynolds bringing his family in, playing Lady Pool and Kid Pool, like it's just
Yeah.
such a good fucking movie.
Oh my gosh. I can't I mean, I really gotta like add this stuff to the MCU because as part of my language again. I love Deadpool and Wolverine. Like this movie. Oh, it was just I saw it in the drive-in, Georgetown drive-in, had a wonderful time seeing it. I was so happy with all these great cameos that they didn't announce, and then a lot of the surprises that happened. And
Mhm.
then hearing Madonna's Like a Prayer at the end of the movie with the battle sequence was just excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I love this movie so much. It's so good. It's so good. Shame on me for not really thinking about that. Like
Yes.
I'm just like, oh, excellent. I loved it. Amazing choice there. Amazing choice. So, well, I mean, mine I don't think is going to be a surprise for anybody, but it's Infinity War. So,
Mm.
Infinity War,
Yeah.
it's perfection in my eyes. Like it is
Yeah.
perfection. I love it so much. Again, ensemble cast movies, especially when they add so many of them in there, it can either work or not work. And this just worked. This is again perfection for me. Everybody did such a wonderful job on
Realistically,
this.
I think that this is something that Marvel actually, like, excels very
They
strongly
do.
with. Like, any movie they have I mean, that had, like, 30 something characters in the main cast,
Yes.
and
Yes.
none of them felt like they outshined the other or didn't
I
get enough
know.
screen time. So, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Like you were introduced to well, not introduced, but like the Guardians characters were finally brought in this and they were
Mhm.
meeting everybody else and they were some of the best they had some of the best moments in this. Thor had some of the best moments. Chris Hemsworth was great. I mean, this movie is just excellent. Um and the one memory I'll always have is at the end of the movie when Thanos snaps his fingers and half of the people, basically die. Um I remember the final credits beginning, and I was like, "You've got to be kidding me." I was like,
Mhm.
"This is how we're going to end our
Yeah,
movie?"
and we had, like, a whole ass, like, year or
Oh,
something
I
like that before the
know!
next one, and I was like, "We have to ponder this? Are you kidding
Yes!
me?" So, here's a funny story with that.
Okay.
Me and Megan got married shortly after that movie came out,
Yeah,
and I'm not, like, a partier, so for my bachelor
yeah,
party, I was a giant kid, and me and all my friends, we went to Holiday World.
yeah.
And right around then was also right around the game Fortnite picked up and
Mhm.
was popping off. And of course, all my friends are gamers, so they were all playing Fortnite like hardcore. And I didn't
Mhm.
like Fortnite when it first came out.
Yeah.
So I would just be hanging out with them, and all they'd be talking about is Fortnite. And none of them went to see Infinity War in theaters except me. So when we went to Holiday World, they kept going on and on about Fortnite, and I said, "You know what? Every time you guys mention Fortnite, I'm gonna spoil one of the deaths in Infinity War." And I spoiled like 4
Oh.
deaths in that movie to get them to shut up.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it's completely sadistic.
That is, sir, very, very sadistic and cruel. Um I mean, this was one of those first movies where I was like, I'm staying off Facebook until I see this movie because I didn't see it until a week later. So I was like,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not going
Oh,
on
that's a
Facebook.
spell.
I was like, I ain't going on Facebook. I'm not watching anything on YouTube. I am going into this movie completely blind. I'm glad I did because
Yeah.
every minute of this movie I just think is fantastic and I love it so much. Lots of emotion. Just excellent theater experience. Loved it. I miss things like this. I mean, I know we get like blockbusters now, but I really do miss just the big like theater experiences where like everybody just claps at the end and cheers and you're surprised at what they do. You don't see it coming and yeah, just amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, but anyway,
I want to try whenever Doomsday does come out. I
yeah,
really want to try to go to a midnight launch for it.
I really do too.
If we can make it happen, and I would also like to do like an AMC theater.
Yes, me too.
That way we could
We
try to
need
get
to.
like popcorn buckets, and I
Yes.
I feel like the bigger fans are gonna go to like a more name brand theater versus like
Mhm.
not that the theater we've been going to in E Town is not like it's a
It's a great
fantastic movie
theater,
theater,
but
but I
AMC.
feel like an AMC midnight experience, maybe IMAX for Doomsday
Oh,
is
IMAX
is
for
just gonna hit is
sure.
just gonna hit different, and I wanna
Yes.
experience it.
That's what I want too. We're planning on it. I will
Yeah.
even take time off. That
Yeah,
way we can go
I'll
to
take Friday off, I don't care.
I'm
I'll
gonna take
make it
Friday
happen.
off. We're gonna go to a midnight screening. I'm not gonna have to get up the next day
Yeah,
and go to work.
unless I work late the next day. If I work late the next day,
Yes, of
yeah.
course.
But if
Of
I'm
course.
early, I'm gonna take the day off. I will.
Yeah, because I'm like,
Worth
this
every
is
bit of
going to
it.
be a fan. We're doing it. We are doing
Yeah.
it. It's
And
happening.
if I can't get the
Doing
day
it right
off, I'll
now.
still go to that motherfucking movie
I
and go to
will
work with
too.
4 hours of sleep.
I will too. We're doing it.
Yeah.
We're planning on it. Set in stone
Alright.
right there, dude.
Alright, but we've been, we're an
Ashton.
hour and a half in, man.
Yeah. And Ashton's probably sleeping right now. But if you
Yeah.
aren't Ashton, you're gonna go to this too if you want. So
Well,
if he does.
he's still got 15 fucking movies to watch before he
Oh, true that.
gets
True
caught
that.
up. Because he finished
Anyway,
Endgame and hasn't watched anything since.
I know. Well, I'm like that with the TV shows, though. I can't say anything.
Losers. Guess
But
how many
anyway,
I've behind on?
none. Absolutely none of them.
Big old 0,
No.
baby.
I know. All right, but we have been going on for almost 90 minutes. This was fun. I had a blast.
It was good swing back into things.
It was. It's been a
Yeah.
long time since we've done this, and it was fun to get to do this. And of course, we'll be back. We will be back.
What's
We'll figure out
what's the next theater watch? Mortal Kombat?
Oh yeah.
I think it's coming
gosh.
up. I think it's in like 2 weeks.
Let's pardon my
2 or
language
3
again.
weeks.
Yeah, let's do it. Mortal Kombat. That's gonna be our next one. Mortal Kombat talk. I'm gonna rewatch.
Comes out May 8th.
We're doing it. There we go. Mortal Kombat.
Which is the day after our next podcast.
Well, we're gonna make it happen anyway.
Maybe we'll push it back a week or something. I don't know.
We'll push it back a week because I really want to talk about Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. I would love to get together and we watch the first one too. So
I do too. It's been a while since I've seen it, so we'll get
I've
together.
only watched it in theaters. I've not watched it since then.
Same here. So yeah, we'll watch it. That'll be one we watch. So
we'll do Kangaroo.
We'll do Kangaroo. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
If you're watching the playback, please like it. If you're watching it right now, make sure to like this. Wherever you're watching this.
Like, follow, subscribe, do the things.
Do your thing. Thank you. So anyway, TJ, have a great night, my friend. It was awesome. I had fun. This was a blast. And everybody, we will talk to you soon on our next Double Edge Cinema podcast.
Double Edge.
Double Edge. Woo, woo. Good night, everybody.